How should one live a life worth living? That's a question we've all asked ourselves. In our modern, hectic lives, it's easy to forget that what people remember about us isn't how beautiful we looked or how wealthy we were. It's how we lived and how we treated others from the heart. A person of character isn't someone who's flawless. They've made mistakes, been vulnerable, stumbled. What sets them apart is their courage to admit fault, make amends, and learn from their wounds. Kindness isn't weakness, it's strength. In a society where everyone competes to win, the person who steps back is truly powerful. Those who help the weak, respect the elderly, and love children, they are sowing seeds of goodness in the world. Don't underestimate small acts. A caring word, a timely gesture, an act of forgiveness. They can save a heart on the verge of giving up. A person of character knows when to stay silent in anger, when to listen when others need to share, and when to keep a promise even if no one reminds them. They don't boast or seek applause. They understand that genuine kindness doesn't require fanfare. They live quietly, but with depth. Someone once said, "Character is the one thing no one can take from you unless you let it go." Wealth can vanish, status can change, but a person who lives kindly and meaningfully earns lasting respect. Live so that when you're gone, your name is spoken with love, not regret or resentment. How we think shapes how we live. Not everyone is born rich or talented, but everyone can cultivate living wisdom, starting with how we think. A wise person isn't the one who knows the most, but the one who views everything with calmness. They don't rush to judge or get swept away by emotions. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" they ask, "What can I learn from this?" Every problem can be a disguised opportunity. Some see failure as the end, others as a stepping stone to return stronger. How we choose to perceive challenges determines whether we rise or get swept under. A wise person doesn't need to defeat others, they only strive to overcome themselves. They know when to stay silent, when to walk away, when to let go. They don't follow the crowd or allow praise or criticism to sway them. Because they understand this simple truth. A strong person isn't the loudest, they're the one who keeps their inner peace amid the storm. Life is full of disappointments. A wise person isn't controlled by forces beyond their control. Like a skilled driver can't control the weather, but they can steer the wheel. Instead of changing others, they change themselves. Instead of blaming fate, they sow kindness every day. Wisdom doesn't come from books alone, it comes from the way we live, with others and ourselves. It's learning when to release, when to be patient, when to pause, and sometimes it's that silence, that step back, that enduring patience, that best reflects one's strength and insight. All change begins with discomfort. Life is never a smooth journey. Each of us will face times that seem impossible to overcome. Failure, loss, loneliness, or simply feeling lost in our own life. Yet here's the miracle. Our hardest moments often make us grow the strongest. Change is never comfortable, like a butterfly struggling from its chrysalis to fly, like a seed breaking through darkness to reach the light. If everything came easy, we'd learn nothing. Without storms, roots don't grow deep. Without challenges, we'd never know how strong we can be. And one lesson adulthood teaches us is, pain isn't scarier than refusing to change. Every time we're pushed to our limits is a chance to look within, to correct, learn, and rise. None of us mature during easy times. We grow in tears, fatigue, days that seem hopeless. But have faith, obstacles aren't permanent. No storm lasts forever. No night is endless. The important thing, don't quit. Don't refuse growth because it's uncomfortable, and never let a dark chapter stop the story of your life. Instead of asking, "Why me?" ask, "What is this teaching me?" Because sometimes our deepest scars become our greatest strengths. And one day we'll look back on our pain and smile, "I'm glad I didn't give up." Silence can be the loudest voice of the soul. In a noisy world where everyone competes to be heard, to prove their point, silence becomes a form of wisdom. Silence doesn't mean weakness. Often, people stay silent because they've learned some things simply don't require explanation or response. The more mature you become, the less you speak. Not because you've nothing to say, but because you know speaking at the right moment matters more than speaking often. There are feelings beyond words, sorrows to swallow alone. Rages, if voiced, might leave lifelong regret. That's why silence can be self-preservation. Silence helps you hear your inner voice. Silence helps you see authenticity. Silence helps you understand, not judge. A strong spirit doesn't need to shout to prove its worth. The deepest truths often emerge from quiet moments. A rainy afternoon alone, a solitary walk. It's in that quiet you truly connect with yourself. When human noise fades, you hear your own heart. Calm waters reveal depths. Calm minds reveal truths. As the saying goes, trees grow quietly, but when they fall, they echo with noise. Creation is silent, destruction is loud. True strength is quiet action, living deeply without showing off, because real value doesn't need advertising. So if today you find yourself silent, don't worry, you're not lost. You're listening to your own soul, because sometimes silence isn't emptiness, it's inner completeness.